Phase 4. This is Scott Schertzen alongside Mr. Robert Leckington, Mr. Ryan O'Regan, and down below, Mr. JT McGuire, as we are going to do a watch party for the first time on Tales from the Film Set, as we're going to be covering Marvel Phase 4 and Hawkeye. Now, before we get this going, I wanted to actually open up to you guys, see how you guys are doing. Hope you guys are well. As always for us, drop us a message on Tales from the Film Set on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch, or Film Set Tales on Twitter as well. All the links are down at the bottom. You already have them ready. But drop us your comments, drop us your ideas. We have never seen this, so we're going to check this out for the first time. But gentlemen, how you doing?
I have been avoiding the internet like the plague to make sure I did not get spoiled at all. This
That's
has
a
been
good call.
difficult. Like you don't understand. Ever since the beginning of this year, when we've had like the Disney Plus series come on, I was waking up 4 a.m, 5 a.m, because that was when it was being released on the East Coast, and I was like trying to make sure I got in before anyone said anything about it. To wait until 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
I gotta say that's some dedication, though. It's
That is
like
impressive,
you were waking up at 4 a.m. just to watch this. I have to wake up at 4 a.m. and even I wouldn't do it for a show.
But you know what, though? Dedication. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but as soon as you watch it, you probably fall right to sleep, though. So.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, depending on the work day, it's like I go back to sleep, or I'm like wired for the rest of the day until like 8 o'clock at night when I just like pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever works.
But yeah, like I said, you can always find us on Facebook, on Twitch, on Instagram at Tales from the Film Set, and then also on Twitter, where this is also being streamed, as well as Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Tales from the Film Set or Film Set Tales. I don't want to wait any longer. I don't know about you guys. Do you want to get this rolling?
I mean, did you want to give it a couple of more minutes, or so we're on a decent time, like 7:35, just to see if anyone wants to pop in, if they want to watch along with us?
Fair enough. It's 7:33 and 12 seconds, so we've got another 100 some odd seconds to go here. But
so if you do want to watch this, just keep in mind we are all set to 0, so we are at the very beginning of the video. Scott's going to give us the word when to go, and we're all going to hit play at the same time. So if you do, as Ryan said, want to follow along with us, pop it up now on your favorite device, whether it be Roku, Fire Stick, be your computer. Put it at 0, and when he hits play, hit play.
Yes.
Fire Stick fam over here.
Yes. Yeah. Let's synchronize Fire Sticks here. Rob, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Thanks
Groovy.
I kind of feel bad for. I feel like we should pull together as a Christmas gift and get him Disney Plus for a month.
Yeah.
Because
for a month.
For those of you that don't understand, it's like both Scott, JT, and I have the capabilities of watching this show. Robert's along for the ride. God bless him.
Thank you. And I would love to at least see what you guys are watching. Gonna do some reaction talk here to what you guys are doing, so we'll see what happens.
So basically,
this feels like that one South Park episode where it's like, who was it? Was it Token or Kyle that had I brought a DVD of The Lion King, and everyone else is like, DVD?
It was like that Chimpokemon episode where it's like, I got the video game. Yeah, dude, we're all about the camp now. Video game was 6 minutes ago. But yeah, so like I said, I'm curious to see this. This is, again, Marvel Phase 4. And I think, my opinion, it's about damn time Jeremy Renner got his own series with this. He's been a good supporting character all the way through, but he's never been the lead. And I think he was due.
I think he was. Wasn't he threatening to not even be a part of this series? Like Disney was giving him a hard time. He's like, just recast the part.
Pretty much.
But it is now 7:35. If you gentlemen want to get this rolling.
All right. We do a countdown?
Yes. I'm going to count down from 5. So basically, when I hit 0, hit play.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I got the Disney logo there, original.
Yep.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I'm getting circles here. It's like it's loading.
Crap.
Try again.
I'm only as good as my Wi-Fi is. So, all right, Disney. Boom. The plus sign just went down.
Okay. So you're about 6 seconds right now. About 6 seconds behind me, I think.
Do we want? Do we want to restart?
No.
I'm at 27,
a little bit
28, 29 seconds, 30 seconds right now. So, all right. Marvel Studios. That, yeah. All right. Congratulations, Jeremy Renner. You got 2 series going on right now. And it is a beautiful skyline in the deep past of 2012.
By the way, if anybody is actually hearing any of the show over these microphones, trust and believe we will be talking enough over them because that's what you do at a watch along. So don't feel like we're going to go ahead and like mess anything up for you. 2012.
I'm guessing this is young Hawk Girl.
I guess so. 2012. I wonder if this is going to tie into the actual Battle of New York. Because that'd be possible. I mean, if it's 2012, that's when the first Avengers movie took place.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
what I'm
just
thinking.
after
like, this is gonna be like this inspires her.
Yeah,
somehow.
maybe.
It sounds like it's already like the attack on New York already happened because that's what they're kind of talking about right now.
Well, they're talking about selling the penthouse, so maybe the penthouse got attacked. I'm still saying it's going to take place before, but okay, they're saying Kate, so yeah, it's the kid. But
well, yeah, if you think it has to get up to like Haley Seinfeld levels, you've got to have at least like a good 8 years or more.
Yeah, it would be 9 years in this particular. Well, would it be 9 years, or basically this is after the time jump? So,
well, if it's after the time jump, then it's like 2023.
Yeah, maybe about 11 years then. So,
which would fit right because I mean, what she looks like about 10, maybe 11.
Yeah, I think basically that point.
Like
then
10 years ago.
So if you got the time jump and then 2023, 24, whatever it happens to fall into, I don't know. We got to figure out that timeline there. That gets really, really confusing right now.
I'm sure there's somebody on the internet that's already done it.
I have no doubt of that.
I think COVID helped catch us up to the present Marvel universe.
But so far,
COVID
right now,
was like, no. Everything has to be right now. Don't be pushing forward.
I'll say this though, it's not actually starting out. I mean, it's kind of starting out a little bit slow. I was expecting maybe a little more action to kick things off, as opposed to just a bunch of people talking. People that at this point we don't know yet.
Well, then, I mean that's all these shows, like because they there's only so much budget they have for action. They're gonna pretty much do a drama.
That first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier that kind of kicked off with a nice little bang there. So,
yeah, but that's also like military grade Marvel. This is more family oriented.
That seems to be the case. It's got a cute little giraffe there though in the back, and a little shark. Picture. Is that the same shark from like the Katy Perry Super Bowl thing?
I doubt it.
A wishing.
Oh, so wait, this is happening during the attack.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, since it's 2012, I'm imagining this is the day.
Yeah, I thought it was like right afterwards.
No, I think this is leading right into that. Oh, that's her. I'm in a weird way. I'm kind of glad to see that. It's a hell of a
$10 says mommy's gonna die.
That's a nice penthouse for New York. Holy shit, the rent on that's got to be brutal.
I shot myself up 10 seconds because you all were talking about the shark before I saw it. So
yeah.
Damn.
By the way, if anybody's following along, we're currently.
Oh yeah, that's Chitauri.
Yeah, that definitely is. So, my God, that's a really expensive penthouse for New York.
Hey Ryan, do you want to like fast forward ahead a little bit and I'll tell you when to hit play?
No, I'm at the point where she's asking about daddy. Where are you?
Okay.
So I'm pretty much there.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great move to be able to tie that in together, just to show her backstory and get everybody caught up with this basically new character.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. When it comes to like the more B, C level characters, you don't need like a whole origin story. You don't need like a whole movie to tell that. You just need like one little flashback.
It was kind of like the introduction of Batman in Batman versus Superman.
Oh, that room got fucked.
Yeah, if you can afford a house on Park Ave, you're rich.
Which, by the way, we are like full internet, right? So swearing is okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We're not on Zynga.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, fuck. So yeah, it's fine.
She sees Hawkeye and then
she gets saved. Is that? Yeah, I gotta wonder how closely this ties into the Avengers itself and these specific arrows. Because you know what, knowing Marvel in general,
there you go.
Okay, I remember that kick actually. So, that's nice. So, like I said, they're tying everything together in this case.
Look at him, so cool on the corner of a building.
I know, right? He's a good-looking dude. I got to admit, Jeremy Renner is very man pretty. Yeah.
Well, he's married to Linda Cardellini in the series, so I mean,
that's true. Yes. Yeah.
They're like, hot
Thelma.
all-American sort of look.
Thelma.
Oh, alive.
Yeah. So yeah, mom's still alive. So this is not full Disney in this case because they didn't kill the mom off. Daddy, however, may be dead.
If he wasn't dead
We're
before, he's
at a
going to be dead after
funeral.
this.
Oh, yep, Daddy died. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah. Now, I don't know exactly where they filmed this show. I've never been able to find that out. I know some of the people that were involved, but they were so tight-lipped. I think I've mentioned on the show before how tight-lipped Disney can be and Marvel can be about plot, story, basically leaking information. But I know the person that was standing in for Jeremy Renner on this project. I just don't know where he was standing in out of.
Well, you
He
have
was
to
standing
imagine
far
there was a
away.
good portion of this done in New York. And if it's not done in New York, 9 times out of 10, they're somewhere in Canada.
But it was a funny thing because usually in New York what's going on here, even if it's under an alias name. I mean, when Spider-Man was here, we knew. When Doctor Strange was here, we knew. When Avengers was here, we knew under alias names. This one, we don't know where the hell this thing was filmed. So, but yeah, I put the name in the chat.
Was it Chicago? They did it.
Was it
It might have been. But
oh,
A
that's
lot of stuff is shot in Atlanta as well. And whether or not people know about that or not.
they might have bounced between a couple of them. So Atlanta is certainly possible as well.
I thought they were getting away from shooting in Atlanta.
Well,
because of the whole
most
thing with
productions
Georgia.
are, but yeah, they're.
but
I think
Atlanta
so,
is
yeah.
still really good financially, and there's a lot of producer money there. By the way, the intro is kind of nice. It's got a kind of a 90s feel to it, I think.
90s / almost like James Bond type opening.
Yeah, okay. Linda Cardellini. So basically, okay, they're tying in Hawkeye's wife in this case.
Oh yeah, no, obviously
They kill her
family's
off,
going to be
nobody
backpaged on this.
Well, even in the trailer, they showed her and his family.
Yeah. But I mean, if they go in where they just kill her off to get the storyline going, there is a term for that when you just like kill off the love interest just to advance the plot. Deadpool 2 had the problem at least until like the end.
But you're seeing what they're doing with this opening, and they're pretty much giving like the whole backstory about how Kate Bishop becomes a badass.
Yeah, she's going to need a montage. Montage.
Don't have the budget.
Even
for
Kate
that.
have a montage.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those awards.
Yeah. Very, very good with the bow. Oh, yeah.
Does Hawkeye have any awards?
I don't know. Yeah, did he get something for marksmanship? I mean, how do you get good? Yeah. In this case, I don't know how much backstory they really ever gave on Hawkeye in the MCU. At least this MCU, not the comics.
Well, I think they're really stepping away from like the whole comics thing because Hawkeye in the comics, he started off as a villain working for like this evil circus.
Okay.
So I don't think they're going to play into that anywhere.
As they're picking a lock right now and doing a clear B&E. Grunting, ugh, come on.
Well, what? She's an overachieving New Yorker. She feels like she can do whatever.
There was
probably rightfully so.
Haley Steinfeld did a short film. There's something it's called Make a Film Foundation. It's like Make-A-Wish Foundation, but it's for filmmakers. And in this case, there was a 14-year-old girl who was dying of a disease, and her last wish was to make this film. Haley Steinfeld played her character in that. And it had a bunch of people. James Vanderbeek was in there, a bunch of other people as well in this short film. So credit to Haley Steinfeld. I remember when she did this thing, she was so happy to do it. And it was a disease that ultimately killed this girl, which really sucks. But the Make a Film Foundation, credit where it's due, got her and a bunch of other people, including like Jeff Goldblum, to do these kind of movies for these filmmakers.
Was that the one that showed at the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival?
Yes, it did, because it premiered at Northeast first and then brought over to Hang On to Your Shorts. Vanderbeek was in that. Jackson Rathbone from Twilight was in that as well. For an indie filmmaker with no credits under her name, that's a lot of good names. And she's shooting an arrow with a tennis ball on it.
Well, because she's going to hit metal.
Yeah. Boom. See, that's basically if you want to shoot somebody in the head and not kill them, just give them a small little tennis concussion.
Oh, I see. So it's like a bet. Can you use a bow and arrow to make the bell go?
And she did. Meanwhile, Greer is still waiting. Bow creaking.
Well, was this in the trailer? Or was this the one where she blows up the bell by accident?
I don't know. We'll find out.
It's a slow-mo right now. So, and a
I
very
don't know what you put on the tip of it.
She,
There's something
she
beyond
shoots this
the
thing.
ball.
Yeah.
Oh, clever.
Yeah. Hey, it's that woman who looks vaguely familiar. I can't remember who.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah. You know, I used to do archery a bunch of years ago. I was definitely never that good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So, all famous belts have cracks in them. Yeah, that's not going to end well. We apologize for any inconvenience. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. How is the bell just gonna like come
I was
on?
going to say, yeah. That's. Oh, hey, now the guards show up. Yeah.
That's an old ass bell. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My disbelief completely gone.
It's like, you know, you can handle aliens, you can handle multiple dimensions, but an arrow destroying a bell.
You're telling me that bell has no shot?
No.
Christmas in the city. I like it.
Nice exterior of
Grand Central
yeah.
with the big old wreath.
Yeah. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Rockefeller.
Of course, yeah.
Been there, never skated.
Been there on film sets.
Rogers.
Steve Rogers, the music. Yeah. Captain America, the musical. Help. Oh God, they actually created a musical. Oh, that's so cool. Is that old Cap? Kind of reminds me of Batman the musical. Remember that? Yeah, from, like, Batman Beyond. A superstitious, cowardly. Oh, God. An Avengers song. This is kind of like reminds me of like Thor Ragnarok when they had like Matt Damon playing Loki and all that kind of stuff. If you remember that play, the Hulk is incredible, smashing things up. Oh, I am so memorizing this song.
There's so many Spider-Man turn off the dark vibes.
God, yeah, really. Oh, I am so happy right now. Possibly because I'm mildly drunk as well. Yeah. You know,
How's that vodka?
I was like Jeremy Renner's looking.
Oh, they're saying Ant-Man wasn't a part of that.
Yeah. You know, also it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Avatar: Last Airbender when they had the play in season 3. Yeah, Renner.
See how quiet it is right now.
Yeah.
Because it's all muffled because obviously it was, Natasha.
Because apparently he's deaf in this case, or he gets a hearing aid or something. You know, which when you think about it, doesn't surprise me given how noisy these wars have been. Yeah.
Right, but the fact that it went deaf just as he was watching Natasha, because that's obviously still sticking with him.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah.
There was a description that I read where he is deaf.
You get shawarma when we're done. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rob, please. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that in a description I just read, he is deaf, but the character is able to hear.
Yeah, okay.
So, didn't say anything about hearing aids. It was just he was deaf.
Oh God, this is probably dying of this. This is probably on YouTube and probably has 3 million views already.
Oh my God.
Like I said, all I can think of is like a superstitious, cowardly lot, from Batman Beyond. You do this all day.
I have to feel this is like what Alexander Hamilton would feel like if he watched the musical.
This is literally Batman Beyond, because in that one, Batman walks out of the Batman musical, so it's quite literally the exact same thing. Who's the little kid? Who's the Asian kid?
He was supposed to be Ant-Man.
That was Ant-Man?
Thanos was right. Oh, jeez.
Thanos was right. Well, that's
someone's been watching Film Theory.
Dude, really? Yeah. Hey. You don't talk to each other when you're peeing in a urinal. Yeah, I don't care if you want a selfie. You don't ask for a selfie with Hawkman or Hawkeye while the dude's freaking peeing. That's not the really appropriate time. Yeah, no shit. You don't pee at the urinal. At least I'll say this though: they were separated, so they weren't right next to each other, because that is man code. You don't do that.
It's not a pet.
Hey, how you doing?
Dude, you don't do that. Yeah, but by the way, yeah, the musical is already up on YouTube at this point. Yeah, that didn't
Oh
take
yeah,
long.
no. If it catches on like Agatha All Along did,
Dude, I'm so happy right now.
oh yeah, that it got a Grammy nod.
Yeah. Actually, you know
Can't
who else got
believe
a Grammy
that.
nod?
That's outstanding.
Dave Chappelle. I think, or Grammy or Emmy, I forget which, but
Talking about
yeah,
Natasha,
they're talking about Natasha. Yeah. Well, I mean, she was Aunt Natasha to them too. You know, which, by the way, when that introduction to his regular family in Avengers 2, I think to me was the best part of that movie. When it's just so casual, he's like, "Yeah, I know where to go," and he's got this family, and they're all happy, and 3 kids and everything. You're like, "You had a family, dude." It was
Why does everyone say? I don't know.
that was the best point of that. All right, Gary Shandling in Iron Man 2 was my favorite point of that too. Just this random, what the hell? Yeah. So
I gotta think about what I'm actually gonna do this season going up to the city. I gotta plan some things.
I don't know if we're going to get in. I've still got to buy some Christmas presents. Robin, I rocked it out of the park this year with my wife. She's going to be blown away by what I got in this case.
Which, of course, for anybody watching, I will be. If we do the whole season, I will be dressed like this the whole time.
That would be so awesome. By the way,
it is Christmas time. I don't care I don't care if Thanksgiving's tomorrow. It's Christmas time.
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadonica. So.
Shabbat Shalom to you too.
Yes. Baruch Nahai. El Yivnei Hagalil. Well, I was like, yeah, now all grown up, Kate Bishop is actually still living pretty well.
Kind of makes you wonder what the dad and the mom did for work.
Well, it's kind of like in Home Alone, the first, they always theorize that the father was like a drug dealer or something. And yet she's still wearing shredded jeans.
Oh, but look at her. Come on.
Yeah, that's the same house, I guess, or same apartment. Charity auction. Oh, those poor people.
Oh, look at that bar. Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a nice setup right there. That's probably a $3 million apartment at least, bare minimum, probably more like 6. Because that's multiple floors too. Yeah. Which is kind of funny because she's still wearing shredded jeans. To show she's a badass. Yeah, I don't need. I don't need
mommy. Jessica Jones will have in the MCU for a minute.
Yeah. Bigger kitchen than I got in a living room, man. Oh. So she said. Okay, so. I wasn't paying attention.
By the way, Vera Farmiga right now looks outstanding. I know she's just playing a mother role, but damn.
Mm-hmm. Well, Haley Steinfeld got old-ish. I mean, like I said, I remember as a little kid.
Got old. Damn.
Okay, let me put this on. I don't, she's grown up. I knew her as a little kid, and I'm looking at her right now. She's like, what, 24, 25, I guess?
Probably even older than that. I mean,
you think?
I forget how old she was when she did Edge of 17.
She's 24. So she's going to be 25 in a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. 20. She's on the edge.
Yeah, because it's been about 10 years since she did True Grit also. But, yeah, I don't, So back to regular dialogue again. I know they got to do setups and everything like this, but if you're following along right now, we are currently about 20 minutes in. Oh, God, we're almost halfway through. We're about 20 minutes into the first episode of Hawkeye right now. And hey, it's that guy. Loving that mustache.
Do you know the actor? Because I can't recognize him.
I don't know, but I'm digging that mustache though. Yeah, it's like
the little great part in the front. That gives me confidence because
it's like a Gene Shalit style mustache there.
Kids you can't see it on here, but it's gonna get there.
Yeah. Well, Obi's doing No Shave November, so he's got all this stuff going on right now.
The handlebars mustache.
Very suave.
Very suave
almost.
Very like Wario.
Yeah.
I'm a Wario.
Yes. The old bad guy routine.
He does look kind of smarmy there. Okay. Also, the kid with the bow tie. Well, bow ties are cool. He's kind of creepy.
No top hat.
Did you ever notice in Chinese food places they never actually eat with a spoon? They always eat with chopsticks.
Well, sometimes you can have a spoon. It depends.
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying in TV though. In real life, you eat with a spoon and fork for the most part. But they always eat with the.
Well, no, Chinese people use spoons traditionally. I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying in like Hollywood, they never use spoons for Chinese food or forks. It's always got to be chopsticks. So.
That's how you know. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just skewer? No, you're not gonna do that.
I know, but it's got to. Yeah. We left halfway through. Okay, so yeah, they're talking about that.
Well, come on. After that rousing musical number, how could you not?
Dude, I freaking love that. I'm so happy right now. I was watching musical stuff. I was watching Family Guy musical stuff and also South Park or Trey Parker musical stuff. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of people just talking. And there's our Linda Cardellini cameo. I'll have to go solve more mysteries with the Scooby-Doo gang, I'm sure.
That's in the multiverse.
Nobody, God, really? You know what? Since we're going multiverse of madness, why not? Which makes me wonder in this case if they're going to actually end up doing, if they're bringing back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire for the new Spider-Man movie. I'm not convinced they are.
I think they are, at least from the trailer.
I don't know. I think they could be using Doctor Strange and Dr. Octopus as the other two people to help him out against the Sinister.
Which is interesting because if I remember right, there was a Spider-Man animated series, the one that was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. Doc Ock actually helped him in that series.
Well, Doc Ock also becomes Spider-Man to a certain extent. That might be the Doc Ock that becomes the superior Spider-Man in his universe.
Possible. I'm more interested in that than I was actually, frankly, in Hawkeye. Although I like Hawkeye as a character more. He's
Hawkeye gets a bad rap because he doesn't have necessarily like the distinguishing characteristics that the other 5 original Avengers do, but he's kind of like an amalgamation of the other 5. He's like the best of all of them, but
he's almost like an everyman.
He doesn't stand out.
He feels to me like an everyman. He doesn't have superpowers. He doesn't have technology. He doesn't have anything like that. He's just a dude with a bow and arrow. He's kind of like Green Arrow, but cooler.
Yeah, but he's more than just a dude with a bow and arrow. Obviously, he's got his like shady past, just like Natasha did. He doesn't necessarily want to be a part of the limelight. He wants to just, be home with the family, like I'm sure Bruce Banner would be. He's got the moral compass of Captain America. He's got the tech savvy and the wit of Iron Man. And he probably has a lot of regret on his shoulders, kind of like Thor does with Asgard.
Fair. He goes off the deep end a little bit between Infinity War and Endgame.
Well, so does Thor. The man Asgard's gone, and he gets Stormbreaker.
Yeah, but I'm saying in this
Give me Thanos!
Well, Thor basically starts drinking, eating, gets fat, and plays video games. Hawkeye just goes like full level assassin on that.
That's me.
And, yes, sir. Go. You don't have to raise
No,
your hand.
I was just going to say that I'm fat and I watch TV and I.
Dude, I think we're all fat. But I mean, see, we're not fat. We're just alternatively thin.
There you go.
Yeah, we're alt BMI. So, but yeah, so we're got a bunch of Armand the 7th. He's Armand the 30s. Armand the 7th.
How do you go from 3rd to 7th, and they're both alive?
Well, you have a kid at 20, and then it's kind of like the Blue Bloods thing, where like you have a kid at every 20 years, sort of thing.
Oh, Armand's fiending on Amiga.
Armand, dude, when you're Armand the 7th, that really just sets your life up right off the bat,
That's supervillain talk.
What's supervillain talk?
Well, you're saying
lineage, expectations, not living up to them before you go crazy and want to conquer the world.
That could happen.
And she just found out that her mom is engaged to the guy she's just pretty much met.
By the way, did you guys mention? I figured out who this guy was. It's Tony Dalton. He's one of the stars of Better Call Saul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
he plays Lalo.
Okay.
Yes.
Another
member of the whatever family. I can never remember their names.
They're not going to basically just give any random person this kind of a gig. This is Disney. This is Marvel money. Even for like a day play. for the first Avengers movie, if you remember the scene with Captain America where he's talking to the cop and the cop's like, "Why should I listen to you?" That cop was Robert Clohessy. He was on Hill Street Blues. He was on Blue Bloods for a few seasons by that point. In order to actually have like his one scene in Avengers, he had to have 30 years of experience to basically be worthy of the Avengers. So all of these people have monstrous resumes.
Okay, wait. Can I just point out real quick, what is this place? Because I pass it all the time. Now, this was used as Fisk's
home
base at one point.
I recognize this set.
It's right across. It's behind the St. Patrick's Cathedral. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's a one-eyed dog. Oh,
yeah, Lucky.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lucky's in this. But I was going to say the fact that they got a one-eyed dog like that. You know, I mean, it's kind of like when Parks and Rec had a three-legged dog, which matches well with my three-legged cat. I mean, God bless Scully, she's awesome. But I just see an animal like that and I kind of melt. So I should have known that this empire of yours would be built on a lie.
Ooh.
And myself from the ground up. So whatever you think you saw is not true. Don't insult my intelligence. You're frankly insulting us both. I know this all. You are all just. Don't you try that on me. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I will anyway. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to be good. I want to be bad. He-Man.
All right, so obviously there's been some dirty dealings while Kate's been gone.
Basically, yeah. So basically, it's sort of like the Bruce Wayne thing, you know, where Bruce Wayne leaves for a bunch of 10 years and the company's corrupt, and you know, and of course the mom is about lying. It's like, I have no idea, you know, why are you lurking in the hallways? Well, why are you yelling at some old guy I just met? Yeah.
So obviously this is connected to the katana that she noticed in the apartment, but are we thinking that this might have something to do with the Hand? Is this MCU introducing the Hand outside of Daredevil and all the stuff from Netflix?
Sure.
Well, didn't they kind of introduce the Hand in Endgame?
But they might
was that the Hand who Hawkeye was fighting against?
I don't know if he was Hand. He might have just been gangsters. Yakuza, probably.
Yakuza.
Yeah, there's Yakuza, and then there's the Hand.
Well, Matt Murdock will be introduced in a month, so we could bring the Hand in.
And it's Charlie Cox again too, right? The original. Yeah.
Yep, the Netflix version.
If things are to be believed.
Well, they wanted to bring that back too because ever since that stuff was bought by Disney, Netflix kind of shut down production on all of their Marvel stuff. That, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and the rest. So they're probably going to reboot all those characters, which means in some way, is David Tennant going to come back?
Ooh.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I really had a hard time watching Jessica Jones, seeing David Tennant, because I don't like seeing him in anything like creepy or weird or dark.
You know, it's funny.
I can barely
handle said that before, and I find that funny because as an actor, I figure you would appreciate like seeing other people play different roles, but the fact that you can't see David Tennant as a villain is kind of weird.
He's a great actor, but I can't see it personally.
It's not. I don't even know if it's the worst villain he's played. There's another one he played where he had a woman like tied up in his house.
Yeah.
Oh, Bad Samaritan.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I can handle like Good Omens. You know, I can handle Broadchurch to a point. Doctor Who, obviously fine. Harry Potter, I can do fine. But when it gets like super duper duper dark, it's like, no, I can't. It's like seeing Matt Smith in the same thing. You know, that Matt Smith did Diary of a Call Girl, where he actually, you know, plowed Billie Piper, who was a prostitute, which is a weird meshing of worlds there as well. Yeah. Oh, so basically, she's breaking into the winery. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and she's also going to pose as a worker in order to stay down there.
Sure, yeah. Something's amiss. Something. So, and they're auctioning off something. I wasn't paying attention. I should have been.
It's Triceratops skull.
Okay, so it's not like an actual Triceratops, like in like the fifth Jurassic Park movie. No. You know, where they're literally auctioning off dinosaurs to use as weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, you have no idea where you got it. So these might be stolen items.
Gary. Yeah, Gary.
Oh, there is a Gary.
Oh, there's Gary. Hey, Gary. My name is Gary. Oh, God. Is it
Having
actually
worked
gonna-
in a reception hall, I could see someone doing this. You can't quit. Oh, that hurt me.
and that works for a guy like that. That actually worked. It's like, I quit. Bye.
Like I said, you can't quit, but
I know, but the fact that she actually got away and she's going to get away, that's really easy.
Now, isn't this also her wine cellar? Or are they someplace else right now?
this someplace else.
Yeah,
This
well, there's
isn't
some
the family wine cellar.
men speaking Russian.
This is a charity function.
Well, it's a men speaking Russian. Is it the Bratva then? Do they have the Bratva in the MCU?
Good
He
question.
looks familiar.
The Bratva, they don't know if they have Bratva. You know, up next, the very special piece, artifact recovered from the Avengers compound. Oh yeah, I'm curious. Oh,
Ronin blade.
Right.
Ah,
that's good. Okay, that it's going to basically build some stuff together here too.
She's probably going to steal that and bring it back to Hawkeye.
You know, I was going to say, you know what's really nice about about this Hawkeye series? There's no Hawkeye in this series.
I think that's by design. I think like I was saying a little before we started watching this, he was saying like, you know what? I don't care if you show me through most of the series. You can replace me if you want.
Which maybe they're going to, I don't know, where they kill him off and actually basically have her take over. It wouldn't surprise me if Disney did that.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely going to be like a passing of the torch series.
Yeah.
So by the time we have the next Avengers, we won't know who any of them are.
Will we even care though at that point?
Do
I
we
mean,
care
Well,
now?
we're not going to see
are we-
another Avengers
are we
movie for
burning-
quite
here's
some
my question.
time.
Are we burning
We still have to
out
get to all the other sequels and a Fantastic Four movie and all that. So
Yeah. I mean, are we burning out on the MCU in general?
I feel like the Endgame was the climax, and we're still
me,
in the rest
yeah.
period.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a climax. Now it's you can't really think of it this phase 4 as like a continuation. This is more of just like starting from scratch again.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Spider-Man's doing the multiverse. Then Doctor Strange is obviously going to do the multiverse and is teaming with Scarlet Witch and Loki. I think even Kevin, is it Feige or Fine?
Feige, actually. I believe.
Feige.
I think he was saying that it's just all these movies now are just going to be collabs.
Mhm.
So there's not going to be official Avengers. It's just going to be like, this is a half Avenger and this is a half Avenger, like, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, they've kind of done that
Ooh.
anyway all along.
suit,
You know,
too.
where you'd have just other characters just show up, which I thought was it was cameo setup where it wasn't hardcore about, the guest appearance, but it was nice to see them, just show up more or less. But without going too crazy with it. So,
By the way, for anyone wondering, we are at 33 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, about 33, 33, 32, 33, 33. So, and all right. So far, it's not bad, though. I'm actually.
He going to steal it when he didn't buy it?
He's going to get in trouble.
Shiesty.
Imagine if you accidentally open it up while it's in your pocket.
Yeah, how much of a hair trigger does it have?
Well, see, did you ever see that bit where you see Luke Skywalker? There's a meme where he's holding like the lightsaber like this,
Right in his eye.
and then somebody basically did a Photoshop job where you just see the lightsaber go right through his head. God, I'm enjoying. this
Oh,
world
okay.
over
So this actually is a break-in.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a watch, not the sword.
here. Mm.
Not the sword, not the outfit, which obviously Kate just saw. First you be the Ronin.
Oh,
then
the
you be
Ronin.
the Hawkeye.
Well, that was his Ronin attire.
Nice wine cellar, though. I'll give it credit. There's a lot of wine.
Yeah, it's a big business. Whatever
Yeah.
the place is. Probably got wine for days. They probably never drink any of it.
Probably not. No, it's all display stuff.
It's probably all apple juice.
It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
much. It's worth too much.
Is what's his face number 3 going to die here? Armand the third. Oh
No,
there we
because
go.
Ronin has come to save the day.
Hello, hi there. Yeah.
Oh, he's already like, I've seen you before.
You look familiar.
Yeah, what's his
Okay.
character's name? I got
It's like I know that outfit didn't have a body in it when it was being brought to the bidding table.
Now, see, that's such a waste. What a waste of all that good wine there. You're shooting up all that wine. So what a waste.
Chances are half that wine's already spoiled and vinegary anyways.
No, if it's sealed, it's okay. I mean, we got wine that's been sitting here for a bunch of years. I mean, the vodka that I opened up earlier is still doing okay.
No, but you'd be surprised how often people don't check those bottles and they just let it sit and then the cork dries out, so the air gets in, and then
That's
3
true.
days
The cork
later,
does dry out. Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah. See, that's why you need to drink the stuff so it doesn't go bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you use it like that.
Yeah. Just
As soon as you open it, just drink it.
That is a
Oh,
sturdy bottle.
I was going to say that. Boy, she's using that thing like a club. It doesn't break. Actually,
How
she's
are they
using
not
two of them,
breaking?
you know.
Were things just made better back then? Oh, that was
I mean, if you hit with the corner, maybe a couple of times, but there's no way that glass is going to last that long. But maybe see, that's okay. Now it's the shooting things.
Yeah.
See, that was the Jackie Chan stuff. You remember he did that in one of the movies.
Yeah, I really wonder how often she trained and practiced for this series, because that right
probably a
there
lot.
looked crisp.
Probably a
So
lot.
he's Swordman,
Mhm.
which is a cheesy name, but that is the supervillain.
It's also a Mega Man 8 boss too.
Wait. Are you saying that's who the fiance is playing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That does tie in to the Hawkeye mythos, though.
This is very PG. Also, if you
Because
notice, nobody's
technically,
getting killed. Nobody's dying early for the most part.
Swordman was like the counterpart to Hawkeye when he worked
Mhm.
for the evil circus.
Mhm.
The evil circus.
Well, it had a name. I don't remember the name of the circus right now. I know there was like a ringmaster who
Bad
hypnotized
circus.
people, and then
Evil
a bunch of other
circus.
freaks.
He's also dead in the comics, so I'm wondering if he's going to survive this series.
Well, obviously he's a bad guy, so
Well,
that's
nobody ever
50-50.
dies in these things permanently, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. No.
His character's been permanently dead for 12 years.
I would not be
So,
surprised.
though,
If
because
somehow
this
they brought back
TV
Tony
show,
Stark.
he might come back to life.
I don't. In this case, it would not surprise me if somehow they brought back Tony Stark or Black Widow. Why not?
Well, thanks to
Oh.
multiverse.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, that's true too. I mean, look what Arrow did. I mean,
Well,
they
that was,
killed
I
off
guess,
somebody in
part of
one
the lot
universe.
that was going to be sold off to watch.
I'm wondering if the Watch has like the ability to open something up they need to get to.
And for all we know, it could be some nanotech of Tony's.
When in doubt, it's probably nanotech of Tony's.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't his Watch had the ability to give him the Iron Man suit or something?
Yeah, I think later on, yeah. So
His sunglasses
Don't hit
has the
the
ability
dog.
to do even worse.
don't
He's
hit
only
the
got
one
one eye. Leave him alone. Oh my god.
Oh, that was nice. That was some nice wire work. Hey, you broke that guy. You broke that poor guy's windshield.
That just seemed like extra, like unnecessarily extra, but it worked.
Yeah, some poor schmo, basically is just driving down the street, going home from work, and it's like, dude, you wouldn't believe what happened. Some lady just broke my windshield by like rolling on it. And the insurance company's like, yeah, right.
You ever watch these and go, I wonder where that is?
Oh yeah. Well, see, it's actually I just saw.
I know where that is.
I just saw an ad for The Masked Singer. Oh God, really?
Actually, now that you told me that he's Swordman, the mustache makes perfect sense.
So,
True.
well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if they filmed this in New York. Maybe they did some work on it, but
Oh, I've seen him on the news.
Spectrum News 1. Yeah, that's New York.
Metro News 1 or any kind of like, News 12-esque
Wait,
sort of.
There you go. Park Avenue and 68th.
Spectrum used to be Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers made a deal here?
Oh, of course they got video footage.
Of course, yeah. Well, somebody with a cell phone on that. So, a ninja saved a dog. Dun dun dun. Terrorized organized crime in New York everywhere. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah. So,
I've tried so many times to get my hair like
that's
his
a nice
from
callback.
the movie.
That's a nice callback to
Completely.
Endgame right there.
Ryan, what you were saying with the mustache and swordsman, it also makes sense for the weapon he took. He now has the Ronin sword.
Yes.
Aw. I like why do I like the dog so much?
Because it's a dog.
I know,
he's a good boy.
Because it's a one-eyed dog. It's like, oh my God. I mean, it's only this. I knew a one-eyed dog years ago. My wife's maid of honor had a one-eyed dog. And Cabot was a really good puppy dog.
Did he have the eye patch?
He did not have an eye patch, nor understanding. However, being the fact that Laura was in fact a veterinarian, she did the surgery that took out. Would a dog be okay eating pizza, cheese pizza?
Probably not, but in this
Probably,
case.
I'd ask Robin on that. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna ask my wife, who's a veterinarian for years. Let's see.
And if she says no, I'm going to write a strongly
dog.
worded letter to Disney.
Eat cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, that is definitely the cathedral.
I'm gonna ask, like I said, my wife will be able to give that. Like I said, as a veterinarian for 17 years. But yeah, her Laura actually did the surgery and took the eye out of Cabot. So anyway, moving onward.
She got it in a glass bottle.
I do. No, thank God. No. That was a nice callback to Endgame there, and tying everything together to Jeremy Renner, or I would say Clint's past in this case, to be able to just connect the two worlds together.
Yeah, like especially if you're like one of those people that maybe is watching this series but didn't watch Endgame.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily recapping everything, but it's filling in enough dots.
I like that. I like that when Batman versus Superman did the same thing. When you
Where did
saw
she just sneak into? Sorry, I got a little lost.
okay, Armand the Third. Okay,
She broke into Armand's place.
yeah, Armand the Third butterscotch cookie. Yeah. She's actually walking around right now, so I'm not sure if she knows that the phone. Yeah, I texted her. So,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I knew this area was so easy to get into, I might rob the places.
dude, it's like Arrow. Oh, hey, requisite dead guy.
He
Here's that
paid.
Armand. No, hey, Armand is dead. Who didn't
That
see
makes
that?
him Armand the Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that's Swordman's father. Maybe.
Okay.
Swordman.
My God, Armand.
Oh, so you think that's why they're a little snippy at each other?
Mhm.
Their family?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
could be.
exactly-
Could be.
And
it
then,
is.
okay,
I'm looking up right now, so that is his father.
Mm.
Well, at
what,
least
you're
in the
looking
comics.
up
I don't know if it's
the
the same
Marvel
here.
lore.
and I guess
Yeah.
that was the maid that came in and just saw him dead.
Yeah, but now the problem is, if anyone saw Ronan running away
Yeah.
from the spot, they're gonna think she did it.
And she's she's not really like running, and if she's on the run like that, looking like that, you'd think she'd run and hide in the shadows and not run in the middle of the street in like a highly lit area.
You'd think the
Yeah.
minute she got back to the apartment, she'd change clothes because everyone's looking for Ronan.
Exactly. Yeah. There was a line from Justice League. It's like they're
Like,
looking.
why
for
are you
Justice
still
League.
wearing it? No one knows who you look like
Exactly.
except Gary.
Yeah. Gary. Yeah, I was gonna say you just changing jeans and a t-shirt.
Bro.
I wonder if she's gonna get saved by Hawkeye.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, if she is,
shit.
I can't imagine how, because what are the possibilities that Clint would know exactly where she is at this moment?
Well, she's holding her own like she's a AEW wrestler.
So far, I'm liking this better than Falcon Winter Soldier for first episode. And I didn't think I would necessarily, but I'm liking it more. Yeah, she's just.
Well, I mean, like you were saying, how it started off slow enough. I think it's making up for it by really showcasing how capable Kate Bishop can be.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I guess Clint does know where she is.
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling in this case. Well, who knows? He might have called Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wait with a scarf.
Yeah.
Damn right.
All right, so
Though they're not showing his face yet, which is kind of
Yeah.
weird.
maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. They're doing specific shots so you actually hide whoever's face it is to reveal an air of mystery. So now I'm kind of hoping it's not Clint Barton. It's
No,
like this-
if I'm looking at the, it's at Barton.
Yeah, it's
Brunson.
Clint.
yeah, it is definitely.
So
Yeah.
that kind
Who
of
are you and why are you doing this? Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you're a girl. I guess I'm not going to punch you.
not just a girl, a kid.
Who the hell are you? Oh, and I think that's going to do it. Yep, there we go. And
So is there going to
episode
be any after credit scenes before we jump
Yeah.
out of this?
before we call out?
Remember, always wait for that little thing that pops up that
You
says
never
"Watch
know.
Star
I mean,
Wars."
especially like goes with MCU, you kind of get used to it. There might be a preview for episode 2, and with 2 episode 3, but
Well, the other thing, like depending on the Disney Plus series, it's either they go through the credits of who was in the episode at the
Mhm.
end, and then there's a teaser
Georgia.
at the end of
Okay.
that,
they were filming in Georgia then, probably Atlanta. in that area.
or it's just regular credits.
All right. Yeah, they got the Georgia peach up there, so that answers some
They
questions.
usually don't do this though. Usually they get to a point in the credits and then so
Yeah,
there's
there
nothing.
you go.
Yep.
That's usually.
Can we
the
stay
sign.
on for the second episode? Because I'm kind of really invested.
I can't actually, but I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you guys if you could do Friday.
All right.
I might be
stop
able to
it.
do Friday.
Yeah.
So
what I want-
thoughts.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I do want to do that a little bit. I mean, and so far, I've actually liked this episode. I thought it actually was a good setup. You know, it ended at a good point right here, you know, with the two of them meeting face to face.
Ricky Painter says Shart Wars.
Shart Wars. So they basically, so Ricky is not a fan so far. So Ricky Painter's on Facebook friends with that guy. You guys might be too. But
So did we have any activity in the chat? Because I didn't see it pop up at all.
we got that one. There's been a couple of things here and there, but for some reason, some of them didn't show up. I don't
see
know.
a message that said Shart Wars.
Yeah, Shart Wars showed up because it's Facebook, but some of the other ones, I don't know why they didn't show up or anything like that. But yeah, I'd be definitely down to do an second episode. I'd be down to just do this entire series. Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm good for that for the most part. If we're going to keep it to Wednesdays when it premieres.
I could probably do that mostly. Yeah. How are you guys doing? What are we talking about? We basically had a watch party for episode 1 of Hawkeye on Disney Plus. Our thoughts, our comments, our own experiences as far as basically everything we saw, everything we've experienced, where they're filming it, and just a regular collab in the world of MCU. So, but more important than that, how are you doing?
Yes, if you are someone that went ahead and saw the first episode, whether it was with us or not, definitely in the comments, wherever you see this, let us know what you thought of the first episode. Does it make you want to keep watching, or are you pretty much all right? Well, I can already predict what's going to happen, and you can never predict what the MCU is going to do, really. But
exactly,
so, this does look like it's a little bit more wholesome. I like what they've done with Kate Bishop so far. I don't know how impetuous they're going to make her for the rest of the 5 episodes. And we will hold off on episode 2 until next time.
Yeah, it feels kind of PG in this case, so I like it from that particular perspective. So,
well, yeah, no. If you want like this kind of like mentor-mentee sort of hard action relationship in Marvel, go watch Hit Monkey on Hulu. That is a hard R.
Yeah, we got to talk about that at some point. We'll probably talk about that next episode, I think. But yeah, the Hawkeye, Marvel Phase 4, that's what we've been doing right now. We're gonna do the next one. I'd like to try and see if you guys can do it Friday, and I don't care even what time necessarily, but we'll talk about that off camera. I'll set everything up, and then premiere, and then all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll figure this out. But you guys, what are your thoughts on it, if you have any?
I liked it so far. I think I have to watch it again without trying to do commentary on it, just so I can catch a little
here's
details.
A weird thing. I enjoyed it more with commentary because talking to you guys and just kind of kibitzing on it and just being like, okay, watch, talk, made it a more enjoyable experience, which frankly, I didn't expect to have. I figured I'd watch it. I know, dude, I enjoyed it.
Encouraging.
I enjoyed it more with you and, maybe a little, probably didn't hurt any either, but no, I enjoyed the process of this.
I think it's because it's a Hawkeye series. Like, if this was something that necessarily was going to spread out more into the larger portion of Phase 4, like something like Loki was, where you really have to pay attention to all the nuances and everything, and talking during the show could be distracting, then I can understand that. But this is wholesome family entertainment as far as we're going to get with the MCU. So at this point,
smaller too. It's also
it's smaller. It's more truncated to just Hawkeye himself. I really don't see this spreading out much further into any of the other series or to any of the movies, with the exception of this possibly being like Jeremy Renner's last hurrah as Hawkeye, and then Kate Bishop taking over.
That's what I'm thinking it's going to end up going with, which disappointments a little bit because I do like Jeremy Renner. I like Clint Barton as Hawkeye. Again, he's that everyman. So, but I do see a passing of the torch thing because he's also no spring chicken either at this point. He's probably mid-40s at least.
Right, but you have to look at what's already been going on. Like, you already got a new Captain America as it is.
He's 50, by the way. He's 50 years old, that man.
God
Dude.
bless. But
Yeah,
you've already got the new Captain America. You've got this whole. You got a new Vision, the white one that we got from WandaVision. You're going to have a new Hawkeye here. You've got Bruce Banner. We saw teasers for She-Hulk, how he's going to be helping her out,
Sure.
and he's
Miss
going to
Marvel's still coming as well.
Ms. Marvel, yeah.
But it's like everyone's taking a back seat. The originals are taking a back seat to the newer ones, and plus we're going to get Florence Pugh in this series eventually.
Correct.
Which is the new Black Widow, essentially.
Yeah.
I do think like I do have some Marvel fatigue though. I still love comic book movies, but you know, all the guys that I did like following, they're gone, and now it's sort of a abrupt change of hands to all these people instead of a gradual change. So I don't know.
Yeah. And I think that's part of it too, where Endgame ended on such a great note that anything else just feels like an epilogue, an unnecessary epilogue to me personally.
Well, yeah, it's kind of stretching it out a little bit where, you know, maybe just one movie that transitions everybody as opposed to dragging it out series by series, character by character. But
Sure.
I think you have to do it like that because the original 6 have put in so much time and effort, whether from their standalone movies to the 2012 Avengers and everything beyond. They've put in the time and the work that I don't think you want to end it too abruptly.
Yeah.
Because then it's almost like disrespectful to the character. And I think they might be seeing a little hesitancy on like doing something like that because of how quickly they ended Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, one snap and that's it.
Yeah, and then obviously how Iron Man himself ended. Although
Well,
it wouldn't surprise me if they brought Tony Stark back. I just feel like in comics nobody dies forever.
well, again, I was saying this a little. Oh, you know what happened? We had an audio issue. I don't know why, but you guys weren't hearing me. I was actually saying this. With the way it's set up now, you could bring a character back from any one of the other universes. So I don't think he'll ever come back to life, but you might see Tony Stark from universe 123 or something like that.
Somewhere
And
he's a
even then, it
vampire
doesn't
or something like
necessarily
that.
need to be, you know, Robert Downey Jr.
Correct. Tom Cruise will come through.
Exactly. Batman died and came back. Yeah.
He won't
Yeah, but-
fly in as Iron Man. He'll actually just like, you know, strap a rocket to himself and he'll do his own stunts.
Tony Stark will be played by Jeremy Renner just because, you know, multiverse. But yeah, Batman died and came back. Everybody, I mean, if you look at like, you know, Green Arrow and the whole DCU that way, you know, I mean, there were so many universes, especially towards the end of that you had so many iterations in so many different ways that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I personally think it would suck if they brought him back, and it would be unnecessary if they brought him back. But I think it's possible that they may bring him back.
I'm more upset, and this is what I kind of realized. Like, I think the thing that kind of kills Endgame, or it makes Endgame kill everything a little bit more. You didn't just lose Iron Man; you lost Captain America.
Yeah.
So those were the two pillars,
And
I
Black
think.
Widow too.
And Black Widow, but I don't think
And to
Black
a certain
Widow was to
extent,
the
the
same
Hulk.
level as the. I think the four mains are Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. So, and you kind of lost all except for Thor. Even like the Hulk is kind of passing on the torch to a degree.
True.
And mind you, we don't know what's going to happen in Thor: Love and Thunder. So since they are bringing in the Lady Thor to an extent, we don't know if that's going to stay or if that's just going to be a one-off for the film.
But I think he's also going to go off with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Hemsworth,
That could be
which
possible.
I think comes after Love and Thunder.
Well, in this case, I think that's plausible in this case because of the fact that, you know, obviously they were connected. You know, Chris Pratt, you know, obviously the Guardians did save him at one point. So, but yeah, apparently, from what I understand, Chris Hemsworth's training routine for Love and Thunder was just obscene. He just got jacked beyond jacked for this. You know,
Well, he's
way
going to
bigger
play
than
Hulk
he
he was
Hogan
before.
after.
What's that?
Because he wasn't jacked enough before, you know. It's at some point they're gonna have to be like, okay, the human body can only do so much.
Thor is going to get pregnant at some point. Ricky, what you talking about?
Well, you know what? That would be the twist there. You know, that basically it's like, oh my, hey, listen, technically he's an alien. It is possible that maybe Ben can get pregnant.
He did say Lady Thor is
Lady
going
Thor,
to get
okay.
pregnant.
I don't know. I mean, well,
I mean, they wouldn't probably shy against it because how many Avengers actually have legitimate offspring?
Tony does. Clint does.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, people that would probably be able to take up the
mantle.
helm. You know, it's
Yeah.
like I think a child of two Thors would be like an epic godlike.
That was gonna say that's like Super Saiyan level right there.
Exactly.
Super Saiyan 4.
So you're saying Asgardians weren't having children with each other before that?
I'm sure they were, but I mean, not all Asgardians were Thor or Loki or any of them.
Yeah, some of
I don't
them
think every
were
single
Odin
Asgard-
and
Asgardian-
Freya.
Or Asgardian had abilities.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, Odin and Frigga had kids because that's how you get Thor.
Yes.
I always called
don't-
her Freya. It's Frigga?
Technically, it's Frigga.
Frigga. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna they're gonna have her pregnant in this case, at least not yet. I think they would probably pass the torch to the next level, and then the previous Lady Thor, Green Hornet.
I think that's a different universe, my friend.
I was gonna say, is Green Hornet?
He's DC.
Is DC? Okay,
Yeah.
That's why he faced off against Batman.
okay, that's right. And yes, and also joined forces with Batman in the Adam West series. So Bruce Lee was in the Adam West series at one point.
Yes. And Robin beat him up.
And Robin beat him up. Yes, which obviously that's going to happen because an elf guy in tights is going to beat the snot out of Bruce Lee. Sure, why not?
I mean,
Go,
to be
Burt
fair,
Ward.
Burt Young did outlive him.
That is.
So.
Oh,
Is
That-
Is it Burt Young or Burt Ward?
Shots fired on that.
I thought it was Burt. Oh, no. Burt Young is a different actor. It was Burt.
Or Burt Ward. I'm sorry, Burt Ward.
Hey,
My
for
bad.
once, I got an actor's name right.
Yeah, no, Burt Young was Paulie from Rocky.
Okay, yeah.
Holy-
I got my old men confused.
Yeah, met him once back in for the Hoboken Film Festival a bunch of years
Still,
ago.
they're both named Burt. I mean,
Yeah,
can you blame me?
yeah, no, yeah. Burt Gervasi from Sopranos.
At least he didn't call
Burt
him
from
Reynolds.
Ernie and Burt.
The last good Burt was Burt Reynolds, and he's unfortunately passed. So
He is, yes, yeah. Eastbound and down, good buddy.
So
But
we
at least
got
we still
have
Stephen
Norm
Burt
we're
Macdonald.
off
Reynolds.
Marvel
His-
topic for because we didn't do that.
What's that?
We're off Marvel, so
Yeah, but
I think it's time to wrap it up.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, were you good at this point?
I'm good.
I have to move a turkey back into the fridge, so I got to take care of that pretty soon.
But I think the fair assumption is we're all looking forward to episode 2. Whether or not we watch it Friday is here or there, but
we'll lock this.
I
in.
don't think any
I'll
of us
make
have
it
any
after proper,
bad
yeah.
feelings towards the series yet, right?
No.
No, I think so far it's actually been pretty enjoyable, more enjoyable than I expected it to be. But yes, and Ricky, you and everybody else, happy Thanksgiving as well. Basically, lots of turkey, a little bit of Mylantha, whatever you need to get through it. Gentlemen, any final thoughts from you?
Mhm.
Well,
I want to
it's
leave.
going to be interesting to see if we got a swordsman as in costume. But I mean, if he is playing who he's playing, I'm sure there's going to be like a fight between either him and Kate Bishop or him and Hawkeye, which will be very comic booky for me.
Sure,
And I would like to see that.
rocking. So, anything else, gentlemen?
I'm good.
Cool. All right. So thank you for tuning in for episode 1. Thank you, Ricky Painter, for dropping messages. The rest of you guys too. I apologize I couldn't post your stuff. But like I said, we're going to work through this series, give thoughts, comments, ideas, compliments, and complaints. Drop us a message at Tales from the Film Set at Gmail, at Instagram, at Facebook, at YouTube, at Twitch, and then Film Set Tales on Twitter. So
We're everywhere, baby.
yeah. So for Mr. Robert Leckington, Mr. Ryan Reagan, and down below, Mr. JT McGuire, I'm Scott Schertzen. Have a great night. Stay awesome.